Hey my friend and fellow trader, it's Will here over at the FX Ace. Welcome back to another daily Forex market watch list. Today's video we're just going to be going over some of my favorite trade setups coming into the European session on the 29th of October 2025. Big day ahead in the markets with the Fed interest rate decisions, and things have been heating up in the Asian session. So let's have a quick look at what has been going on. So first thing I want to look at is my volatility dashboard scanner. Just shows me instantly where the volatility is in the markets, or has been, and a lot of strength in the Aussie pairs this morning thanks to the CPI results there, higher inflation, and a lot of weakness in the British pound pairs, as you can see down the bottom here. So coming into this session, I will be looking for areas to sell the Australian dollar pairs and buy the British pound pair. So we'll go over a few of these setups now. So this is this is my setups coming into this session. You can actually access these setups absolutely free in my free Telegram group here. You can join that via the link below. And yeah, these setups are absolutely free for the time being. So going to look at the British pound first. So let's have a quick look at it. It has been dropping heavily this morning in Asia, and basically since yesterday. Looking at the daily charts, we are coming down, daily close, and we've got a deeper support down there. So this kind of zone here is where I'll be looking to trade in. Have a look at the 4 hour. Okay, it's been dropping pretty heavily. MACD crossing back down, so we could see a drop back into this. I want to have a quick look at my TRFX King indicator, see if we're overextended. Yeah, so we're on the outside, we're trailing the outside of these bands. So what I'm wanting to do is, I suspect we will drop down towards 132, and this is where I have got my entry today on this pair. Looking to enter it a buy around 132. 132.05 or 132 is off the spreadsheet. So I'm looking for the market to drop another 20 pips and down like this. So you want to kind of see something like this if you want to trade that manually, or you can just enter 132 by yourself. But remember, as always, trade at your own risk. But this is what I'm looking at here. The British pound. This is starting to become very overextended to the downside. Volatility scanner is indicating that we are on the cusp of a pullback. So I'll be just waiting for that to kind of die out and then enter the British pound USD to the upside around 132. Okay, might get the first pullback at 132 and then another drop down, but I want this first pullback probably up towards 132.500. Time will tell. Now you can actually access what I actually do inside the free Telegram group. Another one I want to look at is the Aussie USD. Look at these two first. Okay, this is very bullish today. Zoom out to the daily. We're approaching some key resistance here at 66,300. You can see this actually was a nice head and shoulders pattern from before. You can see this before it moved down here, but very bullish. We're coming into this previous resistance here. We see we got a reaction before, reaction. So in the short term, I expect some sort of reaction here. If we look at the 4 hour chart, we'll see, zooming in, it's still very open coming into this area. If we zoom into the lower time frames, daily chart, MACD still pushing up. Let's have a look at the 15. Any divergence starting to happen. Okay, MACD is moving down. Looking like it's moving back up again. 5 minutes. Okay. Starting to see some kind of divergence here, but kind of see what happens here in the 5 minute chart. So what I want to see happen here is maybe the MACD to start turning down. and so push up towards the resistance, MACD turns down like that and sell. So AUDUSD looking to sell at 66,300. British pound NZD, this here thing has been plummeting, and I'm looking to kind of buy this. Okay, it is against the trend. I know that at 227.9, it's very overextended. Volatility scanner is reading. We are on the cups of a pullback, and if we get this timed right, this here thing can pop up 100 pips pretty fast. So put on my TFX King indicator. Okay, see we've got support down there at this low, previous resistance, because you've got a nice reaction of that area before. That is still 100 pips away. We will likely get to there in the coming days, but for now, short term today or coming into this European session, I'm looking for a reversal. Okay. It's extremely overextended outside the bands area. Now, these bands aren't the normal Bollinger Band settings. There are special settings that I have in my TRFX King indicator. But when it does go outside this, it springs back up inside. Or the normal Bollinger Band settings that can go on forever. Okay, sorry about the drilling there. There's people working in my place today. So I'm looking into this area here. That's where I'm looking in the 4-hour chart. So I want the market to come down into around about this area here. Not all the way down to 126, but down into this first area of support here. Similar story, lower time frames that it drop in, 227.9, something like this. And that's what I'm looking for, a divergence signal or a MACD crossover down inside that area there. Well, so one more setup, and then that will do us for today's video. British pound, Swiss franc. Got stopped out in this yesterday. We'll head over here, and I'm looking to enter this at 105, isn't it? Yeah. 105, buying, yes. Looking to buy this at 105 in this European session. Zooming out to the daily charts, okay. Big drop in this yesterday, finally broke the 106 level, all the way down to 105. Zoom out to the weekly, just see if there's any weekly support coming into the equation. Nothing, there's nothing really on the weekly stopping this for a free ball in the next couple of weeks down towards 100, which I do think is very, very weak for this pair. And Swiss franc is very strong across the board. So let's have a look at this. What I'm looking at, daily chart. Okay, daily chart, 105 is just a nice round area. You can see it as this kind of pair does respect round numbers. And that's kind of really the reason for this today. If we look at volatility scanner, is indicating this is very, very overextended to the downside across all the medium and higher time frame charts, so is indicating a reversal. Starting to move now. 4-hour. Yeah, so basically I just want to play this at 105. Let's see how this. Show this. Yeah. So this is the kind of setup you want to see down at these levels, okay? This is what I talk about. This is my favorite kind of setup on the market, just showing this as what's just happened. So you see the drop down towards that 105 here. Market fakes the downside, and then the MACD crosses up. So you want to, the next pullback is where you'd want to enter that. So that's kind of what I would want to see. I'd want to see a quick pullback here, and then a rally up. Sometimes it does come back down. Other times, if the move is strong, it does rally straight up. But that's what I'm looking at these kind of levels when I'm trading manually. So that is my setups for today. Again, if you want to access the free Telegram group, you can do so via the link in the description of this video. Any questions, let me know in the comments section. And as always, hit the like and hit the subscribe button. And I shall see you in another video tomorrow.